Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are now live with our North East Nomads versus Wildcats A challenge game for tonight. There is a short delay on start. We've been delayed until 12:15. I am joined here by Lauren and Alec, who are helping with clock and game sheet. If they want to say a quick hello. Okay, they seem to be too busy to say hello. Oh, maybe saying hi? Oh, they're saying hi. Okay, I can't hear them. They are saying hi. Hopefully you can hear them fine. You'll rejoin us as soon as we get on the ice here. We're currently having a cut. We'll hopefully be on with you shortly. And apologies about the quality there. I think there were some issues. That is something I'm working to fix now. If there's any problems with sound throughout the stream, do drop a comment on and we'll do our best to fix that. So just let us know if there's any issues. Hopefully we'll join you shortly. It is 10 past in the rink, so another 5 minutes. We should hopefully be facing off with Wildcats versus Nomads, and we will see you then. Well, we are back. We are getting ready to go. I'm on the ice here. I will fix the score there. I'm not quite sure why the scoreboard has gone through the roof. That is the ice cut just finished. The Wildcats eagerly waiting back in the home end. Hopefully joining us soon for a bit of warm up, which you can tune into. We hopefully have Lauren and Alex saying hi to you now. I do have you just about. I'll see if I can get them a little bit louder for us to listen to. What was that, Lauren? Yeah, exactly. So we'll keep working to try and fix that, and hopefully we'll have them in the room with us shortly. We're just going to put mics off again while we continue to fix this, and we will see you soon. And welcoming onto the ice now, your Newcastle Wildcats. That is, if they can get past the goal in their way and wait for the snow to be shoveled out from the gate. I think there's a very strict ruling. If you've been at Whitley Bay, you'll know this, about when you're allowed to actually get on the ice, and it's when the door for the Zamboni is fully shut and locked and not a second before, or you will get the wrath of Whitley Bay.
Hi everyone! Welcome to the Saturday night game of North East Nomads versus the Wildcats A's team. I can hear the delay in the live stream. This is really weird. Our cameraman Ben Dundee has got things ready. We're so excited for this, folks. Alec, do you have any words of wisdom for your team?
I'm going to mess up the game sheet. It's going to be A team's fault.
I concur.
Oh, look at Theo go.
Theo's getting ready. He's got a tough game to play today.
Goalie stretches. It's so funny.
All right, Alec.
No, like the padding, they just look so silly.
Well, they kind of do if you're gonna eat pucks at lunch, breakfast, and dinner.
No, when they jump on the puck, like when they jump on it to cover it, they look like cats.
That's a pretty big cat.
Cat pouncing on a mouse. It's just.
Oscar Marshall.
Rectangle to my leg. Sorry, I'll shut up.
Emily Locke is the captain of Wildcats team. Am I actually talking to anyone? Is anyone listening to the live stream? Oh, hello, Alex, brother. Welcome to the game.
Shocking.
So, to break down the team a little bit, if Ben doesn't want to do it. Okay. So, captain Emily Locke, number 2 from the Wildcats. She is currently right in front of us, into the middle by the red line, heading towards the pucks. She's supported by Oscar Marshall, number 77, currently in top left as the assistant captain. I don't know anything about the North East Nomads, nor do I want to, so I will not be introducing them at all.
Damn.
Do you want to run through our team sheet as well there for us, Lauren?
What was that, Ben?
Do you want to run through our team sheet for us?
I can do. We are joined here by one of the referees. What's your name?
Josh.
Hi, Josh. What are you expecting from this game?
Expecting everyone to give 110%. You know, good strong fights, but no real fighting. Non-checking game, so
Absolutely.
hits thrown. Got a ref here who's not scared to put people in the sin bin. So
That's what we like to hear.
60 minutes, fair play. Everyone have fun. That's what we want to see.
Very nice, very nice. You will be seeing Josh on the ice very shortly. I'm actually really good at this. I need to be promoted.
They have 2 Batemans on the Nomads team, and I want to know if they're siblings or dating.
Siblings or dating on the show. I like this. What numbers are
there?
there?
Over there, 47 and hang 37.
So they're different numbers and different people. The same
Yeah.
person's.
One of them's called Kate, and the other one's name I forgot. Robert, maybe? Might be Ross. I think it's Robert. Hang on.
You need to have some more respect for the North East Nomads here, Alec.
Well, I wrote R on the sheet, so...
Could be
it's one of
Rory,
the names.
Ronald.
Yeah, I think it's Richard.
You were right.
Could you let the refs know when it gets to an hour and a half in? Because that's all we've paid for. So then they'll just differ how much time's left.
Okay.
We are hopefully not long from our face-off now. Nice warm-up from the Wildcats and from the Nomads going on. We've got the classic horseshoe on the Wildcats side. That is Theo in netminder, and sounds like that will be us off, courtesy of Lauren and Alec managing the clock, the game sheet and the buzzer for us most importantly tonight. So we are looking forward to this game. We have a brilliant 3 refs tonight. That's a rare occurrence in a Wildcats game. So hopefully they're not making enough calls for them to really warrant them being 3 of them here, but we'll see what happens. It's sure to be strong opposition tonight as we have these 2 teams facing off. The Wildcats obviously the Wildcats BUIHA team and an EIH team, the Nomads playing with us, rec team here out of Whitley Bay as well.
The mic on, but I don't think it's going. It's on.
Team talks from both sides as we get into this. Oh, I'm hearing myself from the speaker down at the clock and game sheet desk. I'm very loud. Yes, we have team talks on both sides. Wildcats actually looking quite short-benched here. I don't think they actually are, but we are missing 3 players who are meant to be playing tonight. Not sure what's happened to them. We'll maybe find out later on the night, or maybe not. Again, same on the Nomads side. We have team talks around the netminder. It should be a good game. And of course, we have our faithful coach Cal on the bench for the Wildcats A team. Joined us this year. You'll have heard me talk about him a bit on the last game if you were tuned into that live stream. So he is joining us here, coaching the Wildcats as we come into this first face-off. And there's the whistle. Oh, net's being sorted out. Everything going wrong. Starting 23 minutes later than we were meant to tonight. Whistling for the second time. And we're off. Wildcats winning the puck, sending it down into their D. Takes it back nicely, passes it to number 19. I think that's Harry again. If you were in the last stream, you'll have seen him in James Hudson's jersey. Strong player. John O going for the slide tackle on Harry. Brilliant move there, attacking your own team this early in the game. John O passes it up. That's Harry, picked it up, takes it in. Not much chase in the Wildcats going on here. Early days yet. Not keeping it in on the boards, but a good chase back. They're learning from their last game. If you were tuned in, you will have seen that they struggled with the back check coming for them last time. So it looks like they're playing a bit more heavily on D. They're ready to go back. We have number 40, I think this is Adam, in number 40's jersey, goes for shot. Don't know where that's gone, but whistle's been called. In terms of shots on goal, we'll be counting those when a puck would have gone in had it not been stopped by the keeper, is how we tend to do it. So shots that are wide, shots go over the top, they won't be counted in the shots on goal, but shots that would go in but were a save will be. Second face-off started. We have Sammy in centre there, John Lambert on right wing, Oscar Marshall on right D, Alfie Cox left D, and I think that's Eddie on left wing.
Ben, we have a technical issue because the clock is not turning up on the rink.
We have had technical issues which I'm going to have to go fix, so I'll try and leave this camera on. The clock's not showing in the rink screen, so I will go down and fix that. You will have to bear with what's probably going to be really per camera work because it will not be pointed anywhere while I'm away. So sorry about this. Lauren and Alec will keep you entertained with their commentary.
Shot on goal for number 19. That's Harry Kang, yeah. Don't know him very well, can't I?
He's a good player, very good offensive player.
Offensive face-off for reasons unknown. To me, because I wasn't looking. Oscar Marshall on defense. Oh. The 2-minute penalty on number 75 from the Nomads for slashing. Clock updated. Sorted.
I sincerely apologise for the brief interim there with our stream. As you'll see, we now have clock up in the house. I'm not naming any names, but some people had forgotten to plug in the HDMI that actually sends a feed to the clock. So hopefully that's all working for us now. Oh, good save there. Our shots on goal won't be correct, but in the period changeover, I'll catch up on what we should have there. I hope to get that right. I will fix the clock as well in the meantime when we next get a stoppage. That's the Nomads back up to full strength. Not sure if you caught that they had a man off, but they're now back up to 5. Emily Locke stepping up to keep that in the zone. John O trying to hunt it in. Goes into the corner. Oh, Harry picking up. In tight to the net. Shots taken. Number 47 for the Nomads bringing it down the boards. And coming straight back to Emily on the D line. Sends it up the boards. John O picks it up. Sends it in the centre, but Harry's too far on to catch that. Picked up instead by number 81. I'm not sure who's in Lauren's jersey there. I will check what we have. We have Gordon Walker in Lauren's jersey. Harry keeping it in the zone. Strong play from the Wildcats here. In the centre, just knocked out. Shots again. Wildcats having a good time in the zone here. Going for lots of shots. Sadly, each one of them being defended very well by the Nomads. Comes straight back. Emily picks that up.
We've got a lot of shots on in comparison to them at the moment. Some wrong right now.
That's John Lambert making the run and getting a shot on! Home goal from John Lambert. First of the game, number 73. Away goal, sorry, not home. We've switched round. And there he is on the board. Fancy stuff from Lauren. It would have just helped if we'd had the HDMI from the start.
John Lambert, number 73. That's his first goal. He's normally on defense.
Had an injury from a Nomads player there. He's going to keep the camera off while we wait and see what's going on with this. We seem to have someone just gone into the boards too hard. I'm not sure if there's anyone at fault here or if this was too fast on stopping a very quick issue. We seem to have nothing serious. He's back up. Number 88 from the Nomads, returning to the bench, I would imagine, after that hit. Thankfully, nothing serious. At the end of the day, we have this quite often in hockey. Nice to see no one actually get seriously injured in a game. John O sends it up, received by Harry. Harry sends it down the boards. John's there with him. Sends it in a centre. And Adam tries for a shot, blocked by number 22 of the Nomads. Good battle here. I'm not sure who that is on our wing. Picked up by D. Sent in that shot on. Looks like a good save there from the Nomads. So we have in the centre, we have Adam. Looks like right D, we have Gordon. Left D, we have Alfie. Left wing, we have Harry. And right wing, we have John. There's Gordon with the puck. Looking for shots. He's not got a clear route. See if he get the pass off. Gets the pass off down into the corner. That's Harry. Harry passing to the centre. Sorry, that was Gordon in the corner with the pass. Puck comes out. Alfie sends it in. No one there to receive. Nomads pick it up and knock it down. From oh, that's an embarrassing one in front of everyone. That's Sammy on centre, taking a nice fall in front of the camera for us. John takes the puck, goes for shot, into the pads of the Nomads goalie. Nicely done there from the Wildcats, though that was textbook.
If there's any consolation, Sammy, I missed it.
And if it's any consolation to you, you can get it on the live stream. Again in the face-off. Wildcats picking it up, being awfully slow with it this time. John Lambert again, goes for shot again, takes it right wide to the right, comes down the boards. Wildcats on it first, but don't manage to keep it in. This is Oscar Marshall, number 77. Comes up the boards, just avoiding John Lambert. That's a collision there. Oh, number 13 almost chipping it into his own net. Emily Locke on defence, manages a poke tap, but it's coming. Oh, she's not coming out. She's managed to keep it in. Emily, a strong defence player there, done years of hockey. And now on to her, I believe, second year with Wildcats. Picked up here by Sammy. Gonna take it in. Goes for shot, goes wide to the right. He's picking it up again in the corner. Both of them down. Been a lot of falling tonight. Surprise, surprise, ice is slippy. Here come the Nomads back down. John O contesting. Coming into 81, that's Gordon. Harry sends it round the back to Emily. Emily picking up. Sends it up the boards, no one there, but she's on it again. Sends it up, that's picked up by Adam. John O going for it in the back corner. Sends it down to Adam. Adam comes down to Emily. Adam's picked up again. Gonna go for shot. Takes shot off the pads. Lovely shot from Adam there. Comes back down again. Emily gonna be on that. Just coming out. Looking for a pass. Taking her time. Smart move. Nomads are strong. She's gonna pass it up the boards. That's Harry just not getting it to him. Theo deflecting it. Passing it on. Comes up the boards. Goes for the chase. We have Adam picking it up. Passes to Harry. Harry just contested by the Nomads there. Doesn't get a chance to get a shot off. Picked up by Nomads and wide around the boards. That's going to be Gordon trying to defend that. Keeps it in, but Nomads are first on the puck. Sending it right back out. This is now a race for Alfie Cox and number 75. 75 giving him some room. Giving Alfie some time to think here. See what he's going to do. Oh, gets a collision there. No call on that. Comes straight around the boards. We have... I can't see who that is. It might be Sammy picking that up, taking it around the back of the net. Comes out. Oh, that was uncalled for against Gordon. Then again, 88 was trying to get back on side. Alfie Cox goes into the zone. That's Eddie on it first. Comes straight back out. Alfie running down. Oh. Getting awfully tight up there in the corner. Oscar Marshall. 6 going.
Oscar's stick is just snapped, just left it on the ice.
It's been removed by John Lambert.
Got to get him another one. I mean, someone came in with 5 earlier, so there should be.
Nicely sent out there by the Wildcats. Looks like that was just a chance to give themselves a breather. Didn't really chase it for the proper breakout, but they got a chance there. A bit messy from the Nomads there, you didn't expect it. We're only human. Alfie Cox on the puck, takes it down, that's picked up by Adam. Adam going to send it up. Oh, not kept in by the right wing on Nomads, they'll be annoyed about that. Comes straight back down, Emily's going to be first on. That looks like Alfie's positioning for the pass up to the blue line. Emily sends it up the right boards. That's John O there first, Alfie behind him for support. We have Harry contesting at the boards, comes down, Emily doesn't manage to keep that in. First on here is Adam against number 17 from the Nomads. Looking for the pass. We've got players ready for the breakout from the Wildcats. He takes it in, going to go for shot off to the top right. Runs around the top of the board for a second there, Emily first on. Sorry, not Emily, Harry. Back down the boards, that's Gordon, comes out. We've got a fresh D on, that's Oscar Marshall, number 77, new stick, or borrowing someone else's. He's taken it into the zone, and that's called. Yeah, it's been a good start for the Wildcats so far this game. 1-0 up. Nomads falling behind. Battling to get this in here. Oh, called for offside. That's an unfortunate one. It's Cullen one on the Wildcats games, unfortunately. But we do what we can. Sammy still on centre for this face-off. Sets it behind him, although picked up by the Nomads. Eddie pressuring, comes down into the corner. That's Oscar picking up. Oscar just getting it out. We have, I can't see the number, I think that's Eddie, is it? 41. Sends it in, goes for a tap there. Sammy doesn't manage to get the angle just right. Continuing to hold the puck.
Just want to say that the ref doing a little hop over the puck there was really cool.
Ooh, could be a risky one for offside there, but it's come out anyway. Yeah, number 47 Bateman from the Nomads dumping that down. We have Eddie first on that. Nomads taking it around the corner. That's being picked up by Wildcats. No Nomads there to get it. That's Oscar Marshall on the puck. He's taking it up. There's lots of passing options there. John doing a nice hop over the puck as well. We've got it all going on today. Oscar still in control. Sends it to John O. John O just not picking it up. That's Harry on the puck now instead. He's looking at the passing options. He's going to try and run it in. He's into the back corner.
John Lambert on fire tonight. He's normally a deep. He's doing so well in wing.
Puck comes up to Alfie Cox. Alfie Cox. It's on to Adam. Oh, getting caught up in feet there. Adam's the first in. Comes straight back out. Alfie Cox is going to have to be running for that along with Emily. That's called. That'll be icing, I imagine, from the Nomads. It's always a coin toss whether or not you get called icing at Whitley Bay. It depends on the refs you get. If you've played here, you'll know that. The Bay of Dreams, we have many a classic little oddity like that.
The refs are very keen to get the players on and off the ice as soon as possible. So I think the less calling, the quicker we get this game over and done with, and we go home.
One of the Nomads did make a comment at the ref earlier about icing, so that's probably why they're calling it.
Nice, powerful shot there on the goal from the Wildcats. Picking play back up. That looks like a goal to me. Was it in? No one seems to be celebrating too hard. Was that a goal? Looks like it was. Who was that? Was that Harry, number 19? We will find out very shortly from Lauren. Sammy again for the face-off. Hopefully we'll have Lauren calling that goal for us in a second. Just filling out the game sheet and the clock first. Oh, nice early shot from the Nomads, defended lovely by Theo, coming right off the boards. Eddie taking it out. This is impressive stuff from the Wildcats, bringing that energy straight back in after that goal. We have Sammy contesting Nomads here. Nomads making the breakout, taking up the middle.
So that is Harry Kang, assisted by John O.
Wildcats not looking quite so strong now. They've had lots in the previous few minutes, lots of time in the offensive zone. A good bit of that call was in the defense zone, not what they want. Again, still 2-0 up, so not looking too dangerous. Let me get the clock fixed here. We're down to 3:44 left in this first period of this challenge game. We have a line of Oscar Marshall. We have Adam, we have John, we have Harry, and I can't see who your other player is. I think that's Alfie, possibly on our left D there. Straight out from the Wildcats. John O is chasing up. Number 33 from the Nomads sends it out. Straight through Alfie's legs. Marshall's on that first. Gonna be looking for the pass. No one's gone left for him. Contested. That's a dangerous position to be in. Where's the support? Wildcats lost their position there for a second. No one took Oscar's place as he came up. John O battling to get that out. Oscar Marshall's going to be on the puck. He's going to send this up the boards by the look of it. Comes to John O. John O sends to Adam. Comes back into Harry. That's Alfie. That's John. That's Alfie again. It's messy there. John O goes for shot. Oh, it's all going on back there. Comes back into the left corner. We have Alfie going on to first. Goes into the boards. Not much energy there.
From the Wildcats. Really messy. A lot of clumping. Sort yourselves out, guys.
One of these days we'll get ourselves hooked up to the intercom inside the rink, and then Lauren can give those kind of motivational messages mid-match straight to the players. Sort yourselves out. I'm sure Cal on the bench will be doing a good job of giving those messages in place of Lauren. Lauren will also be filling us up in on who that goal was. I didn't catch that in the end. I didn't even catch whether it was a goal or not. So give us 2 minutes and Lauren will hopefully fill us in with that. For now, we have the next face-off, Sammy taking the centre. We have John Lambert right wing. We have Gordon Walker right defence, sorry. Comes to Theo. Theo's going to send it right. Picked up by Sammy, going to send it around the side. Sorry, Lauren's going to fill us in here for who our goal was.
That goal was also from 19, Harry Kang, assisted from Gordon Walker, 81, who's actually wearing my jersey, and also John O, again. Seems like a really strong offensive team, that line.
Yeah, and just watching Gordon there again. Strong shot and very well kept in the zone. Sadly just slips by Emily there and comes down. There is a good back check coming on from the Nomads here. That's number 94, I believe. Emily's not one to shy away from a fight though, and she's straight in there to get that puck back off. Nomads keeping it in. That's the centre of the house now. It's the worst place for them to be. Far too crowded there for the Wildcats. Not what they want. Comes to Gordon, I believe, in 81. I'm trying to remember as best I can all these wrong numbers. Comes to Gordon. Gordon passing to Harry. Waiting for the offside to clear. Harry going to take it in. Go for shot if he can. Sends it down the side instead. Comes to John Lambert. Comes to Marshall. Into the boards. That's going to come out. Looks like Marshall's picking it up. Looking for the pass. Looking for the pass. Sends it up the boards. Lambert goes for the stop there, doesn't quite make it. Oh, and another fall. Someone be counting these for us in the chat if you can. There have been a lot so far this game. Some good moments we'll have to get off the stream at a later date for a nice video. We have Harry taking a shot, goes wide to left. He's wanting the ref to call that. Some interference apparently. I didn't quite catch exactly what it was, other than general bit of shoving. you do get from time to time anyway. Jono racing down into that corner for the puck. Oh, takes them both out. That looks like it could have been a tripping in theory, but the refs haven't called it, so it looks like we're going to get away with that. Jono will be happy not to have more penalty minutes to his name in the BUIHA. Yeah, it comes out from the Nomads. That is Harry on it first, sends it to Alfie Cox, who gets a bit of a hit there. His own fault for not looking where he's going. Harry picks it up. Jono on the puck to take it out. Oscar going to take that instead of him there. Looking for a pass. He's got time. Nomads aren't putting too much pressure on. Sends it straight in. Comes straight back down. And Theo stepping in just to catch that. They're calling icing on that one. Actually, they're calling end of period on that one. So there we end the first period. We have Wildcats sitting on 3-0 to the Nomads. I'll try and get some shots on goal from downstairs if they've been able to record them. Then again, we've had some technical issues obviously throughout the stream, so they might not have had a chance to as they were trying to fix those. Thanks again to Lauren and to Alec for stepping up for clock and for game sheet, both very important things needed for every game. Without them, we would not have a game happen. So definitely worthy names to shout out on the stream now. Any Wildcats watching, do please come along and volunteer at some point. We need more people to be able to do the clock, to be able to do the game sheet. Lauren's giving me a thumbs up there. Clearly very passionate about this. We do need your help. It's the only way we can get these games. We need minimum of 2 helpers for every game. Clock and game sheet are an intensive one. Clock is also only licensed people to do it. So hopefully we can have some more people coming to help out. Game sheet, anyone can turn up and do. You'll get it after a minute. Clock, you need to have done the training on. But get in touch with the Instagram page or a member of the committee and they'll get you trained on that. Lauren and Alec, anything to say about that first period?
I think we have some strong candidates for the team player of the game, definitely. I think they're better, they're playing as a team hugely better than the couple of times, which is natural for a team which has a lot of new people, which is really nice to see that they're finally getting to play together well. Alec?
Huge improvement from Tuesday, absolutely. Like, I've seen a lot less messiness, especially on the forwards. And, like, John is blending in really well for someone who doesn't play forward typically.
And we are going to resume! Period 2. Wildcats are winning. Let's go. This might be our first win, which is ironic that it's not even in the BUIHA League. Oh, sorry.
Lauren or Alec, if you've managed to record them, could you read out the shots on goal so far for both teams? If you haven't managed to record them, no worries.
We got 17 shots on goal for Wildcats and only 4 for Nomads. 5 now, apparently.
Okay, we are up to date with our shots on goal as well now. Hopefully that's give a bit more of a cohesive stream for you. A bit more accurate numbers. I'll try and keep track of that as best I can. I may have to go to them again in the next period and find out. Of course, switching side now, we've got the long change into the second period. In for face-off, we have first line on. This is Jono and Sammy Salem and... sorry, not Sammy. It's not Sammy at all. We have number 40, which is... will be heard. We have number 40, which is Adam playing centre. We have Emily on left D. I can't tell who's got a right D there. You can tell I know the lines. I can tell who people are as soon as I see the number and the name. Other than that, I've got no idea. I'll do my best to keep you informed as we go along. Wildcats making a nice firm start in this period, keeping it in the offensive zone here, putting a bit of energy in but not chasing too much, giving themselves passing options. The positioning is actually looking quite good here. We've got 1D hanging back, the other 4 in almost a box formation here. I don't know if that was bounced off as being passed around Nomads now. It looks like it might come out here. Yeah, being sent straight down. Thankfully we have that D waiting low. That's Gordon waiting low. Emily's coming down to join him, and that's icing called. So a nice strong start for the Wildcats, a bit slower, but definitely good possession, and making that attack nice and early, not letting the Nomads into our defensive zone. With a quick line change there, we have line 2 setting up at the face-off. Again, I can't tell exactly who these are without seeing the numbers, but there we are off. Wildcats going to be wanting to get that out as quick as they can. That's John Lambert on right wing stepping in to try and take that out. 75 playing on his knees from the Nomads. John is battling to get that out. Just comes off Theo's pass. That'll be a shot on goal for the home team, who are technically the Nomads in this case, of course, both playing out of Whitley Bay. You don't always know who the home team's going to be. Despite the way the benches are laid out, Nomads are classed as the home team in this case, hence why the scoreboard's been done that way around. Coming to Eddie. Eddie going to try and take it in. He's getting tackled a good bit. Sammy takes it in instead in his place. Picked up by Nomads. That was a bit messy from Wildcats, but it's not lost us too much. Not lost a lot of space, not lost a lot of time. Alfie's going to bring it back and try and get it back up again. Comes to Nomads. We have Oscar taking it up. Oh, got by 94 there. That's John Lambert on right wing, going to take this out. Oh, it is a trip, but it's not a tripping call. It's not classed as trip, but it certainly was a Nomads player going over John's skate. Nothing intentional about it, just two people's feet in the same place. It's certainly a good one to have got on camera. We'll enjoy watching that back. Sorry, Nomads. Emily passing it back up to Sammy in the corner. Number 20 from Nomads on that first, going to send it straight back down. We have either Eddie or Adam stepping up there. That's Adam, number 40, has stepped up to that. Coming down, that's going to come straight in to defence. I can't tell who that is there. 81, that will be Gordon Walker taking that on right D, sends it around the back to Emily. Emily picks up nicely, but then just comes on to number 24, the Nomads. Back in Wildcats possession, nice and quick. They've managed a good job of holding the puck this game. Managed to take that out as well, past a few Kings defenders, but it's come straight back in there. We've not got a strong defence here. We've got only Gordon looking at that. It comes out to Emily. Emily's going to take it up. Takes it out. Picked up by John O. John O takes it in. Passes into centre. No one quite in the right position for his pass. Emily straight on that to pick it up. Looking for a pass into centre. Picked up by Gordon. Gordon's feet. I'm not sure if you can hear the shout on the bench. Exactly what I just did. Feet. Everyone's shouting. Make sure you can get that back into Nomad's possession, but we are still in the offensive zone. Comes down. Emily going to pick that up. Nicely positioned on the blue line. And again from Emily. Good save there. Race for the shot. Comes into Nomads. That's going to be coming out here. Yeah, it comes back. Picked up by Harry. Strong player. You can tell we've mentioned all of these players' names a lot. They're all getting involved, all doing their job well. We've had a very strong game. The positioning has improved massively. If you watched any of the Wildcats games last year, it was the biggest failure, was the positioning. So it's good to now see getting to grips with that, especially a new team comes in, they're working together really well, which is always what we want to see in these games. We have it coming out, Alfie not quite in the right place to get that. We have Gordon coming back, picking this up. He's got time to look for that pass, work out where that's going to go. Comes round the net. Alfie positioning himself on the other side. DeMark sends for the pass. Receives, comes up the board. At his feet, sends it up to, that is Sammy, picked up by the Nomads through Sammy's feet. Nomads going to take their time with this, make sure they can get a wise pass off. They're wanting to get these scores evened out a little bit. 3-0. It'll not be a good look for the Nomads, not what they were expecting from this game, I wouldn't have thought. Sammy making a, sorry, not Sammy, Alfie making a good defence there as he picks up the puck. Eddie going to take it in. Oh, comes to Sammy. Come back out again with Nomads. That was a tricky one there. Everyone piling on the puck. Oscar Marshall making a strong defence. Sends out the Nomads player to the boards. Keeping him nice and wide. Only one Nomad player in the centre slot to take the shot here. Battle going on. Comes into the corner. Comes into centre. Oh, just wide of the net to the left there. Picked up by Alfie Cox. Shy of him. That is not sure Theo had much chance of reaching that there, but it's always worth a try if it means it won't go in. Eddie taking control, sends it back just to gain the Wildcats a little bit of time to fix this. It's been messy there for a minute. Hopefully this bit of time can help them tidy it up again. Again, getting stuck in that corner, on the edge of the blue line, I should say, with the Nomads. We have John Lambert taking it in. Gonna go for shot, round to the right, picked up by Sammy. Comes out to Nomads. Nomads come back. We have Emily and Gordon on defence here. Gordon keeping that number 5 from Nomads wide, and Adam stepping in to intercept that pass. Putting pressure on. Comes back to Gordon. Gordon sends up the boards. That's going to be received by Adam. Ref's calling no for icing there. Harry battling. Jono picks up. Looking for a pass in the centre. That's picked up by Gordon. Gordon goes for shot. Deflected off one of the Nomads. Just about keeping it in there from Adam. Sends it back. Jono picks it up. Goes for shot. Off the skate again. Jono still in possession. Off to the right of the net. And we have Adam getting very busy there. Not a good view on this at all. We have some contention for this. We have number 37 from the Nomads coming back to meet Gordon. Gordon going to take his time, take it round. Comes up to Harry. Harry takes it off the boards. Someone hopefully setting up for a pass in the centre. Everyone getting involved in that. That's a cover as far as I can tell. Not enough celebration for a goal there, but a good spout there from the Wildcats. That was a long period without any whistle blows there. Hopefully they can get a good chance to change now and continue on with the rest of this period.
Lambert has scored. He scored first. That's the Callum in the chat.
Also, everyone say thank you, Emily, for that amazing save earlier. And just general amazing players.
Oscar Marshall.
And Sammy, sort yourself out.
That's face off. Oscar Marshall taking a strong shot just over the top of the keeper, I believe. Puck coming straight back out again. That's Oscar Marshall and Alfie Cox on that first. No real contention from the Nomads here. Nothing that should worry them anyway. That's going to be Oscar on the puck. Sends it to Alfie. Alfie picks it up. Taking it up. That's passed to Eddie unintentionally by a Nomads player as it comes in the zone. That was messy there again. We have it come down to Eddie. Eddie picks up. Going to pass it up into the corner if he can. Alfie on the puck. Yeah, Nomads picked that up easy enough. Everyone's getting too crowded there. Too easy for them to sweep in and steal that. We have Oscar Marshall running in the corner there, but we have an icing call for that. So no need in the end. I have to say as well, I probably missed a few shots on goal here. Not keeping track of that as well as I was hoping to this period, but again I'll update us in the period change in the third period. Wildcats getting the puck on that face-off but not sending it in the direction they want for possession. Battling to take it back over now. We have Eddie going down as he sends that up the boards. Sammy on the puck, putting pressure on, making sure Nomads can take the time they've enjoyed for the last couple of minutes. They've enjoyed taking time over their passes, making sure they've got a nice strong positioning before they do anything, and they're trying to keep the pressure on now to make sure they don't have that luxury. We have Sammy still on the puck, just skating around effortlessly away from all these Nomads players. Looking for a pass now. We have some good positioning going on. No one quite where they need to be. Pinned against the boards by the Nomads, and we have, is that Adam stepping in to take that? It is Adam. He's going to look for the pass. Comes down to the boards. Emily, oh yes, keeps it in. Good from Adam. Comes up to Sammy. Going to try and send out, yeah, comes out there. It's going to be Gordon on that first. As he comes down, he's got contention from 72, Martin. I wonder if that's one James Martin, ex-Wildcats player, in that jersey. I do not know for sure, but it's a possibility. We have Harry bring that in. That was a bit of a tussle there with number 88. Nothing too strong. Certainly enough to get the puck off Adam there. Gordon taking it up the boards. That's Jono on the puck. Going to try and send it back to Harry. Instead, it's picked up by Adam. Adam takes it in. Adam goes for shot. And off the pads. Back to Adam again. Oh, passing it to a Nomads player there. It was meant to go to Harry, I imagine. Just in that line. Straight out. No one's there. That was a bad time for a change from the Wildcats. I don't know what that was. I've not seen as bad a change so far this game, or indeed in the last. Thankfully, they've got the whistle there, so they're not hindered too much by that, but that was dodgy for a second. I wasn't liking that. Oh, that's a penalty for John O. Number 1, John O. We'll see if we can get a comment from him off one of the two downstairs in a minute, but we'll let them sort out the clock and game sheet for this penalty first. It's not the easiest procedure in the world, but we'll get a comment from John O in due time.
Oh, you want me to ask him? Well, I'm doing the clock, babe. Okay, alright. Give me 2 seconds. Yeah, you can do it.
How do you feel about this penalty?
Don't need this? What is this?
I've been asked to ask you how you feel about the penalty.
It's been fucking hitting me all night. If you can't take it, then don't do it.
Fair enough.
That was John O. Alec got a nice comment from him there. Not the happiest to be getting a penalty, but it's what happens. That's a a catch from the Nomads. We have no penalty on the clock for John O, so I'm not sure how long he's got left on that. Lauren is sorting it. Give me 1 second. John O was trying to talk to me. Back off. Oh, nice strong shot from Oscar immediately stepping into that, making sure to have nice offensive zone. Oh, and that's bad collision for Oscar there. As we're down on the penalty kill, it's not what you want into our zone. Oscar going to be on that. Want to take this out nice and quick. Oh dear, Oscar's having a blighter of a one here as he goes for a few shots in a row, not getting them. He's going to get that one off, no bother. Comes out. Nomads are picking it up. It comes to 78, Henderson. 70, I think it's 78. Yeah, Emily keeping the pressure on, just making sure, even though they're on the power play, they can't have this too easy. Going left of the keeper there, left of Theo. Oh, although Theo's gone for the cover, dangerous move. He pulls it off. Thank goodness for that. Could have been bad there for a second. We now have our shots on goal on the in-house clock, so I can update them from there instead of having to fill you in next period. We've had quite a few more, so I will get these on for you. That is now the clock fully up to date for you. I assume the penalty has been counted by the clock time, as there's still no penalty on the board in-house. So 1 minute left, I've heard from Lauren. I assume she's taken a note of when that penalty started and when it's meant to finish, rather than go through the process of putting it on the clock. If you miss it on the clock, then it's very difficult to put it on for the correct time. Brave netminder there from the Nomads, coming right out. Again, still on the penalty kill for the Wildcats, so they're taking their time. They've got a nice box going on here. Harry's pushing that man out. Yeah, he can't do much. That's 20, Saunderson. Theo just tapping it around, making sure it stays clear of him. We have 40. Adam is taking this up with Harry supporting by his side. Adam takes it in, goes for shots, and just round the back. John O getting ready to return to the ice, and that is Wildcats back up to full strength. We have John O returning, number 1, after his penalty. Coming back out, we have Gordon Walker taking the puck. They've got time here. Looks like he's going to hold it and look for his passing options as his forwards come down for the breakouts. We've got Harry taking that up. Sent deep into the zone. That looks like it was just for a change. All of the Nomads have changed there. That was just a dump. Come straight back out. That was on target there for the Nomads. Nice little knock off the pads from Theo for the Wildcats. And that's been called. I think that's just been too long in that corner to actually get any progress. Now to call it. Someone is down. That is. I can't tell who that was. I assume that was just getting too busy in the corner. Not any progress. The ref decided to call it, have a face-off instead. Much quicker way of doing it. And we're off again. Wildcats winning that face-off. Gordon going to send it up the boards. Picked up by Eddie. Comes back to Oscar Marshall on the looking for the pass. Sends up the boards. Comes to Eddie. Eddie goes in centre. Might hand over to the Nomads there. Sammy trying to put the pressure on. Yeah, Nomads take that. Coming up, Gunn. I believe that will be Angus Gunn in number 10 jersey for the Nomads. Again, I could be wrong. I just recognise these names from people I've played with over the last couple of years, or people I've heard talked about. Some strong players in this Nomads team. I know a few of them, and I know the reputation of the team. But Wildcats are certainly not letting them have it easy. I'm sure the Nomads aren't going full strength either here, but it does go to show the Wildcats can hold their own when they have the energy. That was a good save from Theo there. Net just moving a bit, but looks like the ref's going to sort that out, not bother calling it. We have Oscar Marshall on the run. Coming up the left wing here. He's looking for the pass. No one on the boards is going to come out instead there. He was hoping he could rely on positioning of his teammates there. No one was there. Alfie Cox contesting number 88, and that could be what saved that goal there. Theo decided to cover. What an angle on Theo there for the stream. I'm sure some of you will have been glad to have seen that. I'm not sure Theo will be quite so glad to have seen that. Lauren's asking me what happened. He turned around and fell on the puck. And you can catch that on the live stream at a later date, Lauren. I'm sure they're finding that amusing down there between the two of them. We're down to 5:41 remaining in house. Yeah, Nomads taking a nice strong win on that face-off, sending it up the boards. No one there to pick it up. Looks like they might be looking at, no changes actually, just dumped that in to try and get into possession. Comes off Emily there. John O sends it up to Adam. Adam taking up the left wing. No one quite in the centre, but Emily's going to pick that up and go for shot. Doesn't quite make the shot off. John O's there again. He sends it into centre. No one in the position to catch that. Still in possession as Alfie sends it up. Picked up by Adam. Alfie on, everyone out for the offside. Oh, that's not a good position to be in. Nomads are in the zone before we are. Emily has come back in time for some D, and Nomads don't make the pass in the centre slot, just about saving us from a goal there. Emily going to be first on this puck, going to look for sending up the boards by the look of it. Although it's getting very tight. No one on the left half of the ice there, so it comes to Theo for cover instead. We could have used the space so much better there. There is lots of dead space over on the left of the ice, which could have been used to have received the pass there. But live and learn. We're still 3-0 against the Nomads. Still looking strong for the Wildcats. I'm sure the Greys, good game so far. We've had good energy from the Wildcats, better positioning than we've had even back on our last A game at home. Definitely strong team, working well together. Sad that we're down a few players, but going well nonetheless. That was a shot on goal from the Nomads. We have John Lambert on the puck. Sammy takes it from him, going to take it in. He's deep against the board, he's not got any options there. This is going to come out, yeah, from the Nomads. Nice and strong. Alfie is going to be first on this, looking for the passing option. Just avoiding those Nomads players quite skillfully there. But he's got the pressure on and he can't do this alone. He needs to be able to make the pass to someone who can take a shot. Sammy now in possession, comes back to Oscar Marshall. Oscar Marshall goes for shot, but looks like it's deflected by Sammy. Sent down. We have puck coming out as Alfie goes for this first, followed by Eddie. Pass across to Marshall. Marshall into the centre. Marshall will be racing back for this. Nomads going for a change, so they've got a bit of time here. 94, Douglas is coming in for the Nomads. Marshall's still in possession. Passes up the boards. That's Eddie and number 41. He's
Oh, I think that was an attempted shot. It's going to be called because it just went into the net there, so it's over the top of the boards. So now it will be going from the face-off dot. So we have into the face-off, comes back out. Gordon on the puck, taking it back, taking his time. Looks like a pass to Emily might be in the works here. Again, still taking time. Comes off the boards instead. That's going to be for John O picking that up. Takes it in, tries to back pass to Adam, but he's just too far for that. Harry picks it up instead, and a cover from the Nomads goalie. Oh, he sends it out instead. Comes back down to Gordon, coming down to John O as Harry picks it up. Takes it in past the ref. The skills there, goes for shot, goes wide to the right of the keeper. Picked up by Harry again. Sends in the centre. That's going to be Gordon picking that up. Looks like he might go for shot. Sends it instead to John O. John O for shot. Comes off a Nomads player. Emily in possession of the puck. Goes for shot, but it's just poked out by number 75 on the Nomads. John O sends it back up to Emily. Harry on the puck first as number 20 tries to keep it out, but Emily's on that puck immediately. Taking her time, looking for those passes. Everyone's positioning to fix again. Comes off the boards. That's going to be John O on the puck here. John O in good position for a shot. Gets it through the legs and in. That is a shot on goal and in goal for John O, number 1 from the Wildcats. We are up to 4-0 from the Wildcats. A stellar game so far. We'll maybe get some comments in a second. We have him on the screen. Lauren wants me to show that off, that she's managed to do that. John O, number 1, and there's our scoreboard so far. Coming back in, looks like we've got Sammy in the centre for the face-off. Eddie on left wing. We have John Lambert on right wing. This is why I keep saying which John it is. We have Alfie Cox on left D and Oscar Marshall on right D. Oscar on the puck right now. Going to take it around the boards if he can. Comes instead to Sammy, centre. Passes to Alfie. Alfie passed up to Eddie. Going to come down the boards here. Deflected off the skate of a Nomads player. Into possession of the Wildcats. That was a bit of a hit there, but not intentional from anyone. 17 for the Nomads has that. Sends it around the back of the boards. That's going to be John Lambert, 73, contesting. Comes back round again. We have Sammy on that first from the Wildcats. Looks like he might... Oh! Straight into the boards from Sammy. He's still up and going. Not taking too much effect. 75. Oscar taking a dive there to block that. If it works, it works. We have Eddie taking the run up the boards as he goes down. That's Angus Gunn, number 10 of the Nomads, taking down Eddie there. And a cover, or maybe a catch from Theo. Still 4-0 for the Wildcats. We've got some more shots as well on goal from both teams, which I'll put on now. Whoops, that's the wrong one. I'll fix that momentarily. They have not got a goal, rest assured. Wildcats are winning. There we go, that should be us on track. In-house, we've got 1 minute and 7 seconds left on the clock. I'll fix that next time we stop the stream. Number 5 for Nomads on the puck, sends it into slot, but no one's there to pick it up. We have number, I don't see who that was, number 81. That was Gordon passing the puck up to now Harry in the corner battling for it. He's being held despite the fact he doesn't have the puck anymore as it comes down the boards. Gordon's in control. Gordon looking for shot, gets poked out. That's one thing the Nomads have been keen at, is just taking those little poke checks against the puck just to push it offside or just to take it off possession of the Wildcats. They've been doing a good job of it. This comes up to Harry again, number 19. 79 from the Nomads is on that to stop them taking possession. John O battling at the boards as we all get in there. I don't like the position of everyone clamouring for this. It makes the game quite slow and also loses their passing options as everyone's left down in that corner. Harry there had no one to pass up to. Good catch from Theo though. Incredible stuff. We have 8 seconds left on the in-house clock, which will reflect very shortly on the stream as well. Final 8 seconds. It's possible that we could get a goal. It's also possible they could get a goal. So let's hope the Wildcats stay on top of this. Nice and sharp. That's Adam winning the face-off. He's going to take it up. He's got 3 seconds. 2, 1. And that is the period as sticks go flying. That is Harry's stick, and he goes sliding across the ice. But nonetheless, a brilliant second period from the Wildcats, retaining their lead so far. We have 4-0. Our shots on goal, we have 20 for the home team, the North East Nomads, and we have 32 for the away team, Newcastle Wildcats A. Good game so far. I might go back to our game sheet and clock extraordinaires briefly for any comments they may have. So Lauren and Alec, any comments you'd like to add from that period?
I'm hungry.
Got a waffle in my bag if you want it.
Hi Hungry, I'm Ben.
Beautiful, thank you.
Are so incredibly welcome. The bad jokes have to come out. It is currently 20 past 1. It is too late for me to be thinking any further beyond bad dad jokes. So I'm afraid that's what we've got. Alec, any other comments to make or any good points to highlight from the game sheet for us there?
Nothing much interesting on the game sheet other than 2 penalties that we've had so far. The shots on goal gap is getting smaller, but is still pretty big. 12 gap. Wildcats are getting a lot of shots on goal. I think that a few of our lot are struggling because we've got basically 2 lines and people are getting tired.
Alec, do you want to tell us what those penalties were for and who they were against as well?
So we had a penalty against John O for interference. And and then a slashing penalty against number 75 of the Nomads. And someone in chat has says, "What's the legend?" That's what I'm thinking.
I'm not quite sure what the legend comment was about. I must have said something about legend at some point, unless I said the legendary Bay of Dreams, which is Whitley Bay, our brilliant, beautiful ice rink. I'm not sure what the legend comment was in reference to in reality. If you know what I said at the time, comment back and I'll let you know, but I have no clue what I was saying at that point. So yeah, I can't answer that one unfortunately. If there's any issues with the stream, let us know in the comments as well. Or if you have any comments to make, do so. And we have Alec keeping an eye on the chat. I'll do my best as well while we stream. Any comments for the team, any comments about the play, any questions to ask, do let us know. And apologies for the deafness there that's hitting all of us as Alec presses the buzzer without warning. But we're going back into the third period now. We're starting with a 4-0 lead into this third and final period for the first Wildcats Challenge game of the season. This away game at Whitley Bay against the North East Nomads, EIH team versus BUIHA team. Many of the Nomads, of course, having gone through either Wildcats or the Northumbria Kings themselves. Looking strong. As Lauren was saying there, or Alec was saying, sorry, the shot on goal difference is closing. It's 32 to 20. And yet we have 4 successful goals and they have 0 successful goals. So it looks like Theo is doing a good job. I missed him doing air guitar on his stick there, which I'll try and get for you quickly here before face-off, because that is classic and you do need to see that on the stream. And we will very, very quickly reset the clock and come back to play. And I will try and concentrate now instead of showing off air guitar. And a cover immediately from Theo. Looks like he wanted to be safe there. Have some time to recover and actually get into a good position, which is good to see that he's taking it so seriously. But yes, as I was saying, very strong performance from Theo here, as he's had so many shots on goal but not let them in. Comes around the back of the net. We're going to have, that is Gordon taking that round, number 81. Oh, difficult there for a second. Harry in possession. Looks like he's got a clear run up the boards, just intercepted by one of the Nomads players. Jono takes it in instead, comes to Adam. Adam intercepted by 20 Saunderson from the Nomads. Jono into the boards and comes back out. That's Emily making a run for the puck. Sorry about the camera there, wasn't quite on for a second. Theo passing up nicely. John O in possession, sends to Harry. Harry just bounces off, it's going to go in the zone, but it's, oh, it is in Harry's position first. Harry has the speed there. Picked up by Adam, picked up by the Nomads now. Nearly calling them a Kings. I've done that a few times on different streams. It is the default to say Kings for the opposition team. It is, of course, not the case in any of the streams so far this year. We have Harry back on the puck, making another run. Really strong addition to the Wildcats team. His speed and his strength. Oscar Marshall coming in behind him for the support. Harry back on, sends a pass in the centre. Not quite picked up, but that looks like Alfie Cox is going to send it down. 78 from the Nomads takes possession. Sammy centre pushing around the back. It's going to come down towards Oscar on D. Passed in, that's Alfie Cox. Go for a shot. Straight in the centre of the Nomads keeper. That's another shot on goal for the Wildcats, which will reflect there. That's up to 33 now. By my count, we've had 21 from the home team Nomads. Back in play with John Lambert taking the puck on right wing. Looks like could be getting tricky there, but John Lambert manages to send it into the corner. Alfie Cox going to be first on that. Just met by 78 from the Nomads, but Alfie gets there first. That's John Lambert managing that. Comes to Sammy, who's going to look for the passing option. Comes down to Alfie Cox. Looks like that's going to be coming out. That's offside, so we're going to have a clear zone here. Nice and fast as Alfie takes this, sends it back in. Sammy looks like he's going for that, but we have 32 BD from the Nomads on that. Again, difficult battle here. Comes into centre, but Nomads picking it up first. Into Gordon Walker, 81 on right D for the Wildcats. Passing across. Sends it up to Sammy. Sammy staying in possession, although coming out now, back out again, coming back down. That's Emily on left D, going to pick that up. Sends it up the boards to Eddie. Eddie sends it across. John Lambert picking up and takes a shot, just deflected by the keeper with his stick. We'll get a shot on goal for the Wildcats there though. Emily just having that one slip by her. And Nomads making a run in if they can. Number 5 here. John Lambert going in. Nice strong shot, not quite on target. That's Gordon Walker knocking it back to Emily. Emily's picked it up on the boards. Going to take it through the centre. No one guarding that from the Nomads at the time. Going to send it up. That goes to Adam, but Adam not on it first. We have 20 again from the Nomads. Comes back round to 19. We still have Adam putting pressure on that, but they're having a nice time passing back and forth. John O tries to intercept as Harry goes in to keep that in the zone. John O on the puck. Wildcats in possession. Comes to Harry. Harry sends to Adam. Adam taking his time, looking for where the pass might be. He's not got a good shot from this angle. He's going to send it back. That's picked up by John O. John O sends it back. No one in that corner. As there's some holding going on there, by the look of it to me. Comes back down to Gordon. Gordon on the puck. Sends across to John O. John O into centre. That's Harry. Trying to get shot off. It's caught up in everyone's skates. Nomad's going to send that out down the boards, get himself some time. There's 3 of them going for a change there. They've had a long shift. Gordon sending it up to Harry. Sorry, John. John going to send it back down. Gordon sends it round. Emily's going to pick that up, but she's got man on. Tricky there. Good contention there from Adam as Harry takes that out. It's coming to Adam first now. He's going to go for a shot. He's got a clear goal. Comes off to the right. I don't know if that was a deflection or just wide. They all go down in the corner, and that's called. Not a bad first 4.5 minutes of that game. Nice and intense. That's what we like to see. We're now on 22 shots on goal for the Nomads and 35 for the Wildcats. 15-18 on the clock. John Lambert picking that up on right wing. Comes instead of the Nomads. Nomads coming down. Oh, just threw off his legs there as Marshall is running back. That is our president of Wildcats for this year, Oscar Marshall, taking it behind the net. He's going to be looking for the pass here. There you go, he gets it off. That is to 15 Alfie Cox as Angus Gunn loses his stick. And that's a goal from Oscar Marshall, number 77, our Wildcats captain from this year. I believe it was him. I could be wrong, in which case I'm very sorely mistaken to whoever actually got it, but we will find it very, very shortly. And we are off again. I will get the lowdown on that goal very shortly for you. But just to start into this period, that was Oscar Marshall taking that goal for the Wildcats. And we're off immediately there. I'm not sure. Oh, that's helmet off for Theo. That's not something I want to see for the keeper. Lauren and Alec, perhaps you can give us the breakdown on that goal. I know it was Oscar scored it. Do we have any assists?
Ref said they don't know, but probably none. I was going to say something else. I've forgotten what it was. That's brilliant.
Hopefully all well with Theo here. His helmet did come off somehow there. I'm sure you will have caught it on the stream. I couldn't see myself. He seems to be okay. They're having a chat. Oscar's checking up on him. Again, this will just be a reason to stop the game for a minute. Just make sure he's safe. Much better to make sure we're not having any issues medically than to continue. Oscar having a chat with Theo, and Theo chatting to the refs as well, just as they work out exactly what to do in this situation. His water's coming over for him now. Hopefully it's just a case of needing a very, very short break. Lauren also taking a walk down to see if she can see what's going on. And we'll keep the camera off here. Just try and respect as Theo takes a bit of time to recover. Hopefully that's all he needs. If there's anything else, I'm sure the Wildcats will manage. But Theo, as we've seen so far, is very, very strong. We've had 22 shots taken against us and let none of them in, while we've had 35 against the Nomads and they've let 5 in. Theo doing brilliantly tonight. It's good to see him step up into this A-team role so well. Seems to be doing all right. Just going to take a minute here. Do continue in the comments if you've got anything to add. I'll take a look here and see what we've got in the chat. I've not been keeping track. Alec has been. He might be able to offer some insight as I hand over to him now.
We had people in chat answer the question in chat, but yeah, the Wildcats have been looking really strong the first 2 periods, especially the first period. Something going on over there? Yeah, especially the first period, but we're only on 2 lines, so they have been getting a bit tired, but they've been really soldiering on, to be honest.
Okay, looks like we're going to be back on here. We had the refs make Theo do a bit of jumping around, a bit of dropping and a bit of blogging to make sure he was good to go back on. Looks like everything's good. I'm glad to report. Again, just a quick break, a chance to get some water on. It was maybe what he needed. As his helmet came off there, he maybe took a bit of a hit. Good to see. We are already back on. That's a very quick start. These refs are definitely not one to hang around, especially with lost time there. Straight back behind the net. That's going to be Eddie first on. If 78 doesn't take a shot first, deflected. Oh, that's a difficult position for Theo there. He doesn't know what to do. Gets it off. And that's a goal, the first goal for the Nomads in this challenge game tonight. Just very quick getting that off the face-off there. Good bit of energy coming out of that little break. We're going to get the report again shortly as the refs tell Lauren what who our scorers and any assisters were for that. So we'll get that to you as soon as they're able. It could just be a minute as they update the clock and the game sheet. So into our next face-off we have Adam Centre. That's Harry on right wing, John O on left wing. Harry is on the puck as he takes it into the zone. Battle going on now. It comes to Adam. Adam just controlling the puck there. Sends it into centre. John O is first on that. Sends it off to Harry. Harry going to want the puck. Oh, does that go in under his, or does that? I think that might be a cover, but it could have gone in. From beneath his pads, no, just covered in time. I think the goalie there dropped on top of the puck rather than behind the puck to stop it going in, but it works. Yes, we'll maybe go over to Alec and Lauren now to hear about that goal if we can do.
It was a goal by number 47 of the Nomads, assisted by 37 and 5. 47 and 37 have the same surname, and I still don't know if they're siblings or married.
That would be so cute.
And so we're off again. We have the Nomads in possession, sending it down the corner. That's deflected off by Harry, poked out by 20. I think that's Sanderson for the Nomads coming out. Gordon going to be on that, but Theo is going to try and send it wide if needed. He doesn't need to in the end. Gordon takes it. He's coming up left wing, sends it up. That's Adam on the puck, taking it up with his skates. A good kick there, always helps. Straight back down from the Nomads, Emily Locke on the puck. That is our captain for the A team this year, Emily. Very strong player. Started with us last year, but had previous hockey experience. Very, very good player. Very strong on D. Oh, Theo having some issues there by the look of it. Hopefully nothing residual from a bit of a crash earlier on. John O is taking the puck. He's going to send it up. Adam touching it just as he takes it in. 94 is on there first from the Nomads. There's a good collision there, getting nicely involved. We like to see it. Everyone is piling on as John O gets held from both sides, and they're going to call that, thinking that's a bit unfair on John O. Poor guy, he's only small. And we'll come back into the face-off. Sammy taking centre, John Lambert on right wing. That'll be Eddie on left wing. We have Alfie on left D and Oscar Marshall on right D. John Lambert currently battling for the puck, trying to get in the zone as Sammy takes it in instead, but knocked out by the Nomads. Coming back to our side of the ice. Alfie is on there. Oscar trying to take up a defensive position. Oh, that's tricky. Nomads getting right in there, trying to just pick through Oscar's defences. Sending it around the boards. That's going to be Oscar on that first. Might come up the centre here. Yep, comes up as Lambert was in the place to receive that. He's now coming up as the Nomads have taken control. Nomads sending it across the blue line. Oscar Marshall picking up, sends down the boards. And that looks like it's in to me. We'll see very shortly. I think that was a goal from Mr. Marshall on 77. Ref is coming over, so it looks like that is correct indeed. That is a good day for the Wildcats. That is another goal on 6-1. Now we'll see if we can. 27, not 77, sorry. 27 is Sammy scored that goal, not Oscar. I think Oscar scored, Sammy assisted by some of it from Alec. We'll get that as soon as the ref has moved on. Oh, John has lost his stick there. Looks like he's having some issues. I don't like the position of his hand. He seems to be holding some family jewels. That would be a damaging injury if that's what he's experienced. Let's hope it's not. For John, he's not having an easy day of it today. Battle in the corner for it now with the Wildcats, as we have Adam and Sammy, I think, on that. Passing up to Harry. Harry trying to break it out. Nomads staying in the centre. Emily's there to pick it up. She's going to take it around the back of the net, looking for the pass, and back again. Juking out the Nomads, sends it up. Going to be picked up by Adam first. Harry's going to be there to support him. Adam has the puck. He takes it back, try and get a shot on himself. Hopefully someone else can pick that up as he drops it. Emily has the puck. Kept in, goes for shot, just takes off to the left. Nomads group doesn't make a dive for it. That's going to be a cover, I believe, for the Nomads. I will hand you over now to Alec and Lauren to get the down low in that last goal. I think we had some issues maybe describing that from my end.
So we think it was Oscar 77 assisted by Sammy 27, but it might be the other way around. So we're going to have to check in with the refs.
I certainly thought it was Oscar scoring that goal when I was watching. It's what I called in the stream. If any of you in the comments were good enough to have noticed that or able to skip back and tell us for sure so we can get the game sheet right, that would be much appreciated. Then again, I'm not sure how many people are actually watching anymore. It is very late at night. We have number 40, Adam, trying for a shot. That hit the net. That'll be called as out. 10 minutes 50 left in the house in this period 3. This is our final period for this game. 26 shots on goal from the North East Nomads, and we have 40 from the Newcastle Wildcats as we're on 6-1. Sammy on the face-off again. Nomads picking that up, sending it down the boards. That's going to be Alfie keeping that in with his skates. Looks for the pass, tries to send it in the centre, I should say, as the Nomads go down. Doesn't quite make it all the way in to Sammy there. Oscar's going to be running back to try and keep number 5 wide. Make sure he doesn't get this chance. 47 coming in hot into centre for the pass. Although we have Alfie Cox deflecting that off his skate. That's back door open, but we have John Lambert closing in on that to keep it safe. Comes off John Lambert's skate to Beatty off the shins of Sammy. Nicely saved to stop that going in. That was a nice powerful shot from Beatty, number 32 from the Nomads. This is Sammy on the puck, trying to get it out past the Nomads here. Number 79 is going to come up. Looks like it's straight back to Beatty. Beatty's taking the pass up the boards, picked up by the Wildcats. They've got some time. There is a player putting pressure on. They've realised that the Wildcats, when they have the time, will take good passes. Unlike that, that is what happens when the Wildcats don't have the time. They pass straight to a Nomads player. I hear Lauren shouting below me, so I believe that was announced. John for a second shot. John really stepping up into this position, like Lauren said earlier. He's usually a D player. He has grown massively, especially over the past couple of months. Really strong play there as he got the first goal and has taken 2 shots there in a row. 2 good shots as well, coming off Alfie into centre. That's Sammy picking it up. Sammy going to be taking into the zone alone. It's on the line. Number 5, that's Tilly, is bringing the puck back out as she collides with John O. And yeah, a good bit of collision there. Like I said, John not having the best of days today, collision-wise. Definitely a good time, gameplay-wise. That's Gordon Walker struggling with the puck. He gets kicked behind him and passed out. That's very, very well done. A very difficult position to be in. We have Adam running up, John O and Harry supporting. Adam goes for shot, comes back. That's Harry on the puck. Comes back down to Adam as he keeps it in. Looking for shot, looking for shot. There's a penalty being called. Not sure what that is yet. We'll see shortly. Someone lost their stick there. Harry going for the shot again. It's at the feet. Adam goes down but tries to take the shot. John O on the puck. This is messy here. That's the call for the penalty. Let's see what this was and who it's against. It looks like that was that cross-checking? I'm not sure what that call was. I didn't quite catch it. We have is that number 5, Tilly, coming off. It was just a nudge, Tilly says. He is not happy with that call by the sounds of it. But there we have the penalty for the Nomads. Wildcats now on power play. Hopefully this is a chance to get those goals up. We have some more shots, which I will put on now for you. Sammy stepping in to centre again. To John Lambert, goes for shot, comes wide. Eddie going to be first on that. Sending in the centre, narrowly missing the netminder as John Lambert passes it back to Oscar Marshall. Oscar Marshall goes for shot, and just off the stick there. We still have possession here. Just Adam trying to push it in. Eddie, sorry, trying to push that in down the boards to Alfie. Alfie keeping it in the zone. He's got time to look for the pass. Instead, he goes for the shot straight in to a Nomads player. Another shot there coming down the boards. Looks like Oscar's going to be on that. Goes for slap shot. Comes off a Nomads player again. John straight in there, looking for that shot. Going to come out here. We have Oscar Marshall going to pick this up. They've got time on the power play here. Nomads being nice and reserved, not chasing that puck. Although it does mean the Wildcats have to put a bit more pressure on here if they want to get these goals. Comes out with Alfie there. Oh, number 10, that's Angus Gunn. Not liking Alfie. Oscar Marshall going to take that in. Angus getting nice and physical with everyone here. Angus is a very strong ex-Wildcats player, now playing for the Nomads. I believe that's him in that jersey. I don't know of any other Guns. And that's straight into the back of the net. That was number 88 from the Nomads. That is, I can't read the name from here. Krabs, I believe that is, number 88. We have the ref coming over to fill us in, so I'm sure we'll get told very shortly. Let me get that on the clock for you now. 77, oh, that's clarifying from the last one. 27 scored, 77 assisted. That means Sammy scored, and sorry, Oscar was the assist for that last goal. So the refs were correct, either that or they remembered incorrectly. I'm not sure how long we've got left on this penalty. Probably another minute on the power play for the Wildcats. John O going to take this up. Passes to Harry, but it gets dropped. Harry just deflecting it in off his chest. Harry taking this round, looks for the slot. Nomad's going to take control, but this comes straight back to Gordon. Gordon again looking for the pass. John O with a nice strong position on right D here. He is dropped back as Gordon's stepped up. Gordon going to pass it into centre. As Adam is in control of the puck. Adam looks like he might send it back down to Gordon. Gordon picks it up, sends it back into the corner, into centre. Oh, John O goes for shot. Not enough force on it there. That is Tilly number 5 back on for the Nomads. That is Nomads back up to full strength. We have 5 on 5 as Wildcats are no longer on the power play. Didn't manage to make as good use of that as we hoped they would, but John O on the puck, and that is the end. Apparently. I don't know what. No more ice time. That is crazy stuff. I've never seen that one before. Our slot must be ending. I'm sure we didn't get the... Lauren, if you would clarify for me there, didn't we only get the ice at quarter past and therefore we should have it until quarter past, a 2-hour slot? Am I not correct there?
The booking slot was 1 hour and a half, so the 2-hour game was not possible, especially considering we started about 23 minutes late after an ice cut. So we weren't going to get a full game in anyway.
Surely we should get the time given to us when there was the ice cut that was not part of our time slot. I believe that was part of the in-between time slots. This is a Whitley Bay classic, in my opinion, but what can you do? We've got the traditional handshake line coming here. We will pretend everything as well with that game. We're ending with 6-2, with the Wildcats winning on period 3, despite what the in-house clock says, Lauren, with 6 minutes 14 left of that game. We had 47 shots on goal from the Wildcats and 27 shots on goal from the Nomads. Certainly a very good game. It was a shame it ended that way. It's a shame we wouldn't have had the full game to have put in there. We will hang around with you on the stream as we see man of the match for both teams and maybe get some quick review. We have James Martin, number 72, knocked on the ice for us there. He did one of our A-team streams last year, actually. The Hull home stream, James Martin ran for us very kindly. So if you look back to that game towards the end of last year, you will see him or hear him on the stream and see his camera work. He ran it very well as I was actually playing that game, so very kind of him to have run that. We are all lining up here. Here we have Theo coming to the gate. Had a really strong game on goal for us there. I may just reposition very slightly for you, get a slightly wider view. Hopefully you'll be able to see a little bit of both lines here. 52, I think that was. Yeah, a 32, sorry. Man of the match for the Nomads, number 32. Gonna come in and collect his beers. Oh, it's Foster's. Who's done that? That's Beatty. And man of the match for Newcastle, 27. That is Sammy. I'm not sure who's done the critical sin of getting Foster's. That's a very quick 3 cheers. There we go. Looks like it'll be a very speedy Xing of the ice. By the sounds of it, that slot has been and gone now, so they'll want us off as quick as possible. I will just get the camera on in a second as we say goodbye to you, but we'll have a look at this these teams here. We have nice discussion over here. You can see there are no hard feelings here. I think this is possibly the Nomads player that had a collision with Theo that led to the helmet coming off. Of course, not actually at fault for that. We have first of the Nomads coming off now. I imagine the Wildcats will be quick to follow as Whitley Bay want this ice cleared. We'll maybe get some final words from Lauren and from Alec down here below, who have been dutifully managing the clock and the game sheet for us. Lauren and Alec.
I think overall they did a really good game. Considering this was not a BUHA league game, they played really well as a team. Very impressed. It's very promising for future games. And yeah, a few penalties that shouldn't have happened. Lots of very good goals. Very proud of some people. I think there are some specific players that played really well. They put in a good shift and should be proud of themselves. And some, well,
Would you like to give us your personal highlights and lowlights in terms of players from the game? Who did you think stood out as doing particularly well? Maybe don't give who didn't do so well. It's not the fairest. You can keep that to the one-on-one conversations as you talk to them about their future with Wildcats and whether or not they actually have a place on the A team. Of course, I am kidding for anyone on the stream. But yeah, give us who stood out to you as doing really well this game, Alec.
Emily in particular, I think. She came in with an absolutely miraculous save at one point, and then she's just been constantly on it, even though she's doing more shifts than she normally would be. John Lambert for playing forward well and scoring first. And he's just blending in with the team cohesion really well, considering he doesn't play forward often. I mean, maybe he has been in training more, I don't know. But it's been good.
So, as we come in to the team photo here, Oscar, our president managing this, could I ask you to go onto the ice and possibly get a word from Oscar, our president, and Emily, our team captain? Maybe also Sammy as man of the match, if you could do. Feel free to bring the mic and I will follow you on the camera from up here. You're going to have to go on the ice anyway to take the photo, so bring the mic with you. So we have Alec coming onto the ice. He's going to take a team photo for us all first, and then we'll have, hopefully, some interviews. We have Oscar walking him out nicely there. Like I say, Oscar Marshall, our president, Emily Locke, our team captain, getting into this photo here for us, as we have a beautiful 47 from the Nomads helping get the gates in for the Wildcat staff. It's not John tonight. I'm not sure who this guy is. Don't know his name. Had a brief interaction. I'm not sure if I was caught on the stream running around the rink trying to fix the issues earlier.
Oscar here. Have we got the... Oscar, you've got through thought.
Fucking hell, that was tough. They are scary people. I've got to watch my language. This is, what, on TV? Yeah, good enough for me.
Jono already swore anyway.
Jono scored.
He swore.
Oh, alright, that's fine then, yeah. Stupid cunt. No, it was a great game. They're great lads. I mean, tricky ones. We've got 10 minutes. Right, off. I will continue this. In fact, I'll continue this like in 2 seconds. Really good game. Really, really happy. Everyone put a good shift. I'm really pissed off at Sammy and someone else for stealing my goals and my assists. Other than that, really proud of everyone. Best we've played all season, 2-line hockey. It's always tough, but that's how Wildcats do it. Right, thank you so much.
Rest in peace for Oscar's stick as well.
Well, thank you very much for that, Alec. We will have to be logging off the stream now because the ice cut is now being done. We have the final Nomads player coming off, we have the Wildcats coming off, the Zamboni coming on, and the plugs will be coming out for my power very, very shortly. So I am just going to sign off for you all again. But yes, it's been certainly a good game. We've had a successful game here at Whitley Bay Ice Rink for the first challenge game of the season. We had strong play from all of the players. Hello. We had strong play from everyone here tonight. The Wildcats did especially well. It's good to have our first win in the bag for the season. It's a shame it's a challenge game, but let's hope we can bring that for the future. Alex coming up to join me now. I'm just going to wrap up, so thank you very much for joining, and we're going to see you at the next game. Thank you for joining.